Geometry. Next example, conversion of polar equation to Cartesian form. You'll be told, determine a Cartesian equation for the polar curve, for the polar curve r is equals to 2 into cos theta minus sin theta. Theta is between 0 degrees and 2 pi. Hence, show it represents a circle and indicates its radius and Cartesian coordinates of its center. You see that? So they want us to first, we convert this polar equation into Cartesian form. After converting this polar equation into Cartesian form, they want to show us that it is a circle, isn't it? Then after showing it is a circle, they want us to determine the radius and
Cartesian coordinates of its center.
And the Cartesian coordinates of its center, isn't it? Yes. So this is what you do when you are converting a Cartesian form into polar form. The first thing you need to know is that x is always r cos theta from coordinate geometry, isn't it? And y is always given as r sin theta, isn't it? Are we together? So for us to convert a polar form into Cartesian form, it implies that where there is r cos theta we put x, where there is r sin theta we put y. And you know that also that r squared is always x squared plus y squared, the Pythagoras theorem, where r is the hypotenuse, the radius is always the hypotenuse, isn't it? Where there is r squared we are going to put x squared plus y squared, isn't it? And where there is x, we are going to put r cos theta. Where there is y, is always r sin theta, isn't it? Are we together? Yes. So if you look at this, on the right hand side of the question, we only have sin theta and cos theta. But we need r cos theta and r sin theta. Are you seeing that? Meaning what we do, we multiply both sides of that equation with r. Are we together? You multiply both sides of that equation with r. So if you multiply both sides of that equation with r, you get r times r is r squared, isn't it? Yes. Are we together? Yes. So you get r squared is equals to 2 into r multiplies everything inside the bracket. So r times cos theta is r cos theta minus r times sin theta is r sin theta, isn't it? So from there, where there is r squared, you put the value of r squared, which is r squared is the same as x squared plus y squared. Then we have 2 into r cos theta. What is r cos theta? R cos theta is x. Then it is minus r sin theta is y. Are we together? So if you open this bracket, you will get 2x minus. So we have x squared plus y squared is 2x minus 2y. So you bring them on this side of the equation, isn't it? Yeah. So here we are going to have x squared, then 2x coming this side, it becomes minus. Are we together? Yeah. Then you leave a space where you are going to complete the square for x, because we want equation of a circle. Are we together? Yeah. You see, at this point, you've already converted the polar form into Cartesian form. Are we together? We now want to ensure that it is a circle when we determine the radius and center of the circle, isn't it? So up to this level, you've already converted the polar form into Cartesian form, isn't it? So at this point, we now want to show that it is equation of a circle, isn't it? So here we have x squared, you bring 2x there, it becomes minus 2x, then you leave some space for completing that square, isn't it? Then we have our plus y. We have our plus y squared. So minus 2y coming this side, it is plus 2y, isn't it? Yes. Then you leave some space where you're going to complete the square, then it is now equals to 0, isn't it? So it means you add the constant term of the complete square of x. Are we together? Yes. This constant term, if you add it here, it is going to be squared. You must also add it on the other side to balance the equation. Are you seeing that? Yes. So what is the constant term which is squared? It is a half, the coefficient of the middle term, a half of negative 2. A half of negative 2 is negative 1. So you must do the other side to balance the equation, isn't it? See, we are done with x. You go to the y. The constant term of y, it is that term squared. You must do the same the other side of the equation to balance the equation. Are you seeing that? Are we together? Yes. So you look here, what is a half of the middle term? A half of positive 2. A half of positive 2 is positive 1, isn't it? Yes. Then you must do the same the other side of the equation to balance the equation. The equation must be balanced, isn't it? So if you look at this, the whole of this is a complete square of x. You simply collect the terms which have square on top, isn't it? So the complete square of x here we have x and here we have negative 1. So it means the whole of this is x minus 1 square. Are we together? You move to the other one is plus. You collect the terms with square. Here we have y squared, there we have positive 1 squared. So if you put them together, it means the whole of this can be written as y plus 1 because this is positive 1. You can see this is negative 1. So you see why that sign is very important. Are we together? Yes. So this one is equals to what? The other side of the equation, what do we have? 1 negative squared is positive. 1 squared plus 1 squared, that is 1 plus 1. See 2? Yes. Isn't it? Yes. Because a negative squared is positive. So they all, if you add everything on the other side, you get 2. So you can see this is the standard equation of a circle. So have you seen you've expressed your answer you found in form of a standard equation of a circle? Are we together? Then after we found this standard equation of a circle, we've been told to determine the center and the radius, isn't it? And you know that standard equation of a circle is what? X minus a squared plus y minus b squared is equals to r. So where the center is AB. So what is center AB? A is 1 and B is negative 1. Because it is supposed to be x minus a, and here is already x minus a, meaning a is just 1. And here is supposed to be y minus b, meaning this is y minus negative 1. It is supposed to be y minus. Minus is the sign should be between them, isn't it? So 1 plus 1 is the same as y minus negative 1. So it means b is negative 1. Are you seeing that? Are we together? So you found the center AB, then radius squared is 2. So you can see you've also found there r squared is equals to 2. So that implies r is square root of 2. Meaning you look for the square root of both sides to get r. Are you seeing that? So you've converted the equation in Cartesian form, then you've shown that it is a circle because this is standard equation of a circle. Then hence you determine the center of the circle and the radius of the circle. Are we together? Yes. Very good.